So I hate that this is news, but I am so worked up about it. We're going to talk about it. What would you guys do with $41 million if you were an AD for one of the biggest brands in college football today?
What would I do?
What would you do with $41 million?
Oh, man, that's loaded. I don't know. You'd probably want to do something with the student athletes coming in for their name, image, likeness, right?
Yeah.
Maybe some recruiting.
You would think. I'm sure Sam has some
Get
ideas.
the team, invest in the team.
Right. So maybe you'd upgrade some part of the facility with the football team, whether it's the weight room, your everyday operations, your commons areas, locker room. I feel like we have a Stone Age locker room. I've seen pictures. It just looks like a dump. But overall, the facility, like the weight room and the commons area to the football program inside Schembechler Hall got a massive facelift not too long ago. However, the locker room is lacking, but maybe even we use some of this to open up another avenue to kind of boost that newer NIL program. But none of these options were reportedly where the University of Michigan is looking to spend $41 million. So according to a report from MLive, the school's athletic department will ask the Board of Regents for permission on Thursday to move forward with a $41 million project to replace the massive scoreboards. So according to, yeah.
$41 million?
$41 million, okay?
It's probably for something like more energy efficient or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Save money.
So according to an action request letter recently submitted to the Regents, the existing Michigan Stadium video scoreboards were installed in 2011 and have exceeded their anticipated service life, which sounds like a crap excuse to me. But according to that same letter, the new scoreboards will be the same height of 62 feet but wider than 108 feet. So, we need to go bigger, right?
I mean, yeah. You better for that type of money.
Right, exactly. So
it's going wider.
It's going wider. It's
So-
saying the same height, it's going wider.
So
okay?
now, look, I think it's stupid, and I'll let you pick up from there. But
yeah.
you know how when they added the suites,
Yep.
and it kind of like held in noise, and it makes it louder.
Yep.
I'm wondering if that will block some of the sound and make it a little bit louder. Maybe.
Yeah, you're going right where I'm going, baby.
Oh, sorry.
Let's
about
do
that.
this. So, the school's last scoreboard replacement came in 2011 when the new LED high-definition boards were approved for the football stadium, Chrysler Center, and Yost Ice Arena, and that estimated cost was $20 million. Do you guys understand? We're doubling the money spent, but it's only for the football stadium. These bad boys better wrap around and enclose those ends of the stadium from sweet end to sweet end for that type of money.
Yeah, I mean, look, so I haven't been to the Big House in a few years, and I made it to the Michigan State game, and I noticed that they were big on, they like had a DJ on the sidelines, and like they had like cooler things going on, like trying to make it more of the cool hip, thing for the students and stuff. And
Right.
I wonder if they're gonna do something with that, if it's gonna make it cooler and easier to be at a game. Because look, I mean, a better scoreboard makes it a little bit easier to watch when you're live, like, because it's not fun you can't really see a whole lot when you're at these games, especially if you have like the wrong angle. It looks like they went 17 yards and it was like a 4-yard gain. If it's coming like at you or something, it's like, wait, what? So like, if they can make it so you can actually watch the game on that type of thing, and that might help the game day experience. But I would rather be using that money to pay for players personally.
So
Like-
I guess
NIL, baby.
that's
Should've done
why
it.
I'm amped up about this. Like I started this off why this is even news. Not everything's like sunshine and butterflies here at University of Michigan. This is so frustrating to hear that we're going to spend $41 million on new TVs for the fans. Like, it's going to be pretty cool because I'm sure it's going to get approved. Great. But in the end, I don't care. Like, if we have big, cool, fancy scoreboards and we have a 500 team that plays in that stadium, I could care less that we just spent $41 million on new TVs for the stadium.
Yeah, it's all about winning at that point. And I just feel like that you could put a better product on the field with the money these days.
100%.
And that's where it's frustrating. But now, if they're going to top recruits and spend a lot of money in NIL and make sure that they're aggressive with that, then I don't want to worry too much about it. But until they show that, I'll be frustrated, you know? And that could be money that could go towards a better coach, a better assistant coach.
Or new scoreboard in 10 more years.
Clearly.
We're on a 10-year cycle of this. It's insane.
What could you do? Like, how much is it total?
It's $41 million.
$41 million. What could you do with? I think you could build a brand new ice rink easily, right? Not that I want to. I'm just saying you can.
Well, I don't know. The cost of materials these days.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure,
a good point. Inflation's kind of. I wonder what it would cost this time 2 years ago.
You got to freeze water. How much can that cost? You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I was doing research earlier today, and this $41 million. So Notre Dame spent $40 million on their new facility that included a new locker room. Like, I guess that's what I'm getting at. Is like, I don't think a new locker room is going to just equate to X amount of wins. I don't. But
it equates to 2 or 3 recruits.
Thank you. Exactly. So that's why I brought this up. I was super frustrated to see that. And I'm like, I could find a different avenue to spend this $41 million for this school.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's something as basic as your return on investment at that point.
Yeah.
What more do you need if you're trying to upgrade the stadium and make improvements like you said for home field advantage? Okay, that's one thing.
Right.
But better clarity in your TV screens. I don't know, man. I look at some of these 72-inch TV screens at Best Buy, and it's just like what unnecessary. You know.
I disagree. It was a really good investment.
A 72-inch TV, that's not $40 million. You can buy one of those and get out real quick.
Yeah, those are like $100 right now.